Hi everyone, it's Darlene. Welcome back for another card video. Today I'm using the My Favorite Things Cool Cat set. It's kind of an old set, but I haven't used it in a while. I'm also using a sheet of paper from the Avery Elle Neutrals pack. I'm going to start by stamping my cat and the pillow on some Nina Solar white cardstock with Memento Tuxedo black ink. I'm going to start my coloring with the Copic markers. I've got three colors of brown here. I'm starting around the edges of the cat with the E44. Now I'm moving in with the E43 and then I'm finishing off with the E40. I had quite a bit of trouble with this cat. I kept going back and forth. It was just one of those days, I think. I'm going to slow it down here so you can see I'm creating a neck for him so you can see his head and his body are separate. This is the E43 that I'm doing that with. And I started also coloring a little bit more toward the center because I felt like it was a little too light. So I'm going to go back and forth here, and I fast forwarded it quite a bit. I thought I would add some dots that might help me blend it and make it look a little furry. And then I ended up not really liking it very much, so I used the E40 to blend it out. So I really kind of went back and forth a number of times just to get it right. And I guess that just happens sometimes. Notice that I went back in and colored the dark area from the top of his head all the way down to the nose until I hit the E40, because that's where the nose is actually going to come out. So now I've got one more coat of the E44 around the edges to add a little dimension, and I'm going to call that done. The pillow went a little smoother than the cat, so I'm going to go all the way around with the R27. I'm just going to keep moving toward the center and then out from the middle where that little button is, because it's going to be kind of going in toward the pillow at that point. This is R39. It's a very, very dark color, and what I'm doing is just adding it just a tiny little bit around the edges to add just that little extra dimension that looks like it's curving around. And then I'm also going to add a little bit where that button is, because it's going to be going in toward the pillow and it'll look a little darker right there. Now I'm just taking my colors and blending them out so that R39 doesn't have any harsh lines. I also decided to color that middle strip with the R39 just all the way around the pillow, just to make it stand out a little bit more. I don't have the dies, so I'm just going to cut these pieces out with a scissor, and then I'm going to color in the cat nose just because I wanted it to be black. This is the strip. It's about an inch high from the Avery Elle Neutrals pack. I'm going to adhere it to the bottom of my card base. And then I'm going to put my cat and pillow. I haven't adhered them yet, but I just positioned them to see where I wanted my sentiment to be. So I'm going to ink that up with some VersaFine black onyx ink, and then I'll put some tape runner on the back of my pillow and my cat and tape it to my card. Okay, so I am going to add just a little bit more detail here. I'm going to take C4 and go around the pillow so it looks like it's got a shadow, and then I'll take the C2 and blend it out a little bit. If this was against white cardstock, I'd probably go with C2 and C1, but with a darker cardstock, I decided to go a little darker. Now I'm going to take my R39 and go right around the cat so it looks like he's kind of depressed into this pillow, and then blend it out with my medium red color, the R24. I decided at the last minute to add some paw prints on the inside of the card, and it turns out that one of them didn't stamp very well, so I just took my Stampin' Up! Marker and finished it off myself. Now if I had to do this again, I probably would do my paw prints in gray because they were just a little bit too dark with the black. And that is the card for today. So this is for the bottom heavy challenge. It was a pretty easy card to make. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.